rebound and went straight into attack. On the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Rockets 6. Redick passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Here's Griffin. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And for Blake Griffin last season, much more comfortable, Clark, shooting the mid-range jump shot to the point where he seemed to be actually looking for it during games.
Kevin, he's been working on that shot for a few years, and it's important to the scheme that he make it consistently the way the Clippers play. So when he doesn't, the defense can back off, clog the lane, and make that offense perimeter-oriented.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Harden dishes to Ariza. Good, it's Harden with the assist that time. Ariza's got his first points of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Griffin kicks to Paul. Back to Griffin. Baseline try. Anderson with the block. Harden against Paul. To the inside. Here's Capella. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Man, can you... Always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money. You know, and back to Griffin's improved shooting. You know, at first glance, the statistics disagree. He shot a career worst 50% from the field. But when you dig deeper, you see that his three-point and free throw percentages were career best. And that's where that improved range comes from. And also, he's taking more shots outside of the paint, which will also tend to drop that field goal percentage. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
A nice shot by Jordan. And so it's Houston with it. 4-point game.
You know, talking about Griffin, now that he has confidence in his mid-range, Jay, I think he needs to do two things. One, get it to where it's automatic, especially in clutch situations. And two, keep developing confidence from the three-point line.
Ariza and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's on Mbah-a-Moute. Well, guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Now here's Jordan. The dish to Paul. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Spates checked in for Jordan. Pass comes in for Blake Griffin. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Felton in for J.J. Redick. Poked away and taken away by Paul. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he gets it to go. Felton's got his first basket of the night.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. And remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective. And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Clippers trail by 4.
And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Now, here is Harden. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Anderson. Here's Gordon, and there's the foul. It's on Brandon Bass. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here is Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Harden. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Crawford right side. Lots of room. Crawford missing again.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
And here is Paul. Bass with the screen. Lets it go with the 3. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though...
And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew.
Doc told me.
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year, Clark, this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it looks like it'll keep him motivated.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love the passion he plays with defensively. It seems like a burning fire in him, and Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. You've got to love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they've blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way.
Or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Felton. And it's Mbamute into the small forward position. No one near Felton as he lets it go. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
And Nene slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Monty Eunice. Decker comes in for Brewer. And it's Harden in for Gordon.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round one in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round two.
And it's Beverly missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's the break. Mbamute with it. Now defended by Decker. Crawford outside. Decker with the rebound.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Mbamute.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the basket by Harden.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Griffin scores. The assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Houston leading by 5. Kicks it to Harden. From deep. Harden missing again.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Outside Jordan. It's deflected, but they get it back. Count the bucket. Mbamute has got his second basket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Harden, and that one is hammered home.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And, Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team is struggling getting good looks?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while. But overall, our shots have been not bad. We got to get stops.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. This game, folks, a close one at Toyota Center. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside. and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good.
Well, that's all for now, as it looks like the second half is just about ready to get started. Enjoy the rest of the game.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I'd bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Decker is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Nene in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Jordan. Good! And that's now 9 points for James Harden.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. Clark reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Decker passes to Nene. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Ryan Anderson is checked in for Decker. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Spates is checked in. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Griffin kicks to Spates. The Rockets pull it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
On the wing, Gordon. And the pass to Capella. Harden has a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 12.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's the pick. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Reddick. Here's Spates. And he uses the glass on the layup. Spates has got his first points in this one.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Back to Harden. Dishes to Capella. At the elbow, Harden. Clock at 6. Pulls up. High post. No luck. Some solid D from Paul.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Griffin with the steal. Gordon against Paul. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Griffin. Crawford comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Felton in for J.J. Redick. Gordon gets to Ariza. And here's Anderson for 3. Can't get it to go. And that's an intentional foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Moniunas comes in for Anderson. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. And Felton is up top, defended by Gordon. Oh, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gordon against Felton. Brewer pushes to Nene. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Nene's got 4 points in the quarter.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about it. Just a real rugged individual.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Maurice Spates. And Bass kicks to Crawford, and it's blocked. They recover it. Jordan sets the pick for Felton. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Felton's got 9 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the basket by Brewer. 5 points in the game. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine. You know, and what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
No good on the buzzer beater.
All right, Houston, coming into the corner, your own Rockets.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Houston in the lead. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Then it's Felton in at the 1 spot. Offensive rebound. Gordon up on top. Houston moving the ball around. Beverly the pass to Capella. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Houston making some changes. Reza comes in for Brewer. And it's Harden in for Patrick Beverly. Jordan the screen. Here's Griffin. Redick is in the corner. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Redick's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Ariza kicks to Anderson. Harden against Felton. Back to Anderson. Goes back up. Shot is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. To take the lead. The shot by Redick, no good. Rockets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Taken away by Felton. And even 3-on-3 break. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Hits the jumper in space. And the Clippers lead by 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Right side, Griffin. The 11-footer. Nice touch on the bank shot.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harden dishes to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Felton against Harden. He kicks to Capella. A 3 from Anderson, and he gets it to go.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Thank you, Doris.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Rockets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Paul with the ball, down low, and they get it, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Well, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Paul outside, and they double up Paul. Here is Mbamute. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mbamute has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Anderson a screen on Paul. Pass to Capella. Over to the wing. And Anderson kicks to Capella. Pass to Harden. Clock at 4. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
Paul goes in, and Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. Wants to get it to Ariza and does. And some nice passing there by Houston. Kicks it out to Harden. There's a good screen. Back to Anderson. The three-pointer, no good. 32 seconds left in the fourth. And the wide-open shot from Redick. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Harden against Paul. A three from Anderson. Laces one from 3.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Pass to Griffin. Jacks up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Launches a 3. Cans the 3.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering.
Well, congratulations on this win, James. And did you feel like the chemistry tonight with how the team continued to get you the ball made the difference in getting you into your rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
It inspires great confidence when your teammates believe in you guys.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight. He was nearly 60% from the field. Ernie, 60. That's Shaq-like numbers. Okay, that's Kenny Smith-like numbers. I'm telling you, this guy was outstanding. I love the way he shot it all over the place.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.